back to the Off the Line Performance YouTube channel. I know in a lot of our videos we talk about our 400 horsepower package for the Subarus and we talk about our 600 horsepower package for the Subarus, but we also want to show that we can kind of tailor those packages to your needs and your individual goals. So we're going to talk about our blue VA STI that is actually for sale if you're interested in it. We're going to go over some of the things that this thing has that the silver one next to it does not, and what kind of makes them different. So let's get into it. Our 400 horsepower package is built around tailoring the most horsepower we're comfortably giving you guys with a stock engine. Obviously, we can do a built motor with it and still make around that horsepower range, but we've tailored that setup to be very, very efficient with a stock engine while being safe to drive as well. This car has a Cobb 20G turbo, ID 1050X injectors, some flex fuel goodies, an ETS header and up pipe and a down pipe, and just everything that you kind of need to hit that 400 to 450 horsepower mark. This one over here isn't quite a 600 package, isn't quite a 400 package. It's still stock location, but it made closer to 500 horsepower than 400. That's because this car has an ATP 30R Garrett turbo. Not something we would conventionally use, but the previous owner put it on there and we put the car together with a fresh engine, checked everything over, and it made a great number. And it drives phenomenally, which we'll get into here in a second. All right, one of the things that this car features is the out front Virgin short block that we sell on our website. That's a basic piston and rod setup. It has factory cylinder head, not closed deck. It's a really, really good engine package for someone who wants to make around 500 horsepower, which is what this car makes. Typically steer people towards a closed deck setup, either the V3 or V4 short blocks from out front, or our racer block. Our racer block is what we put in our 600 package. But regardless, we steer people towards a closed deck after around the 600 horsepower mark. So this one is kind of at that threshold. If someone were to buy this car and want to turn it up more, you could push it a little bit on the open deck, but we really like steering people towards a closed deck at that horsepower range just because you can run into some distortion issues and cylinder liners cracking and things like that. So we try to steer away from it. And all of these setups can be configured into the older chassis as well, all the way from a GC like this one on my right, or up to a VA like this one. We had a really cool customer car come in a while back. The owner's name is Noah, and he's from Omaha, and it was an 04 STI, if I remember right, and we did a closed deck motor with a Garrett G25 660, and the car made phenomenal power. It came into boost around 3,500 RPM, and it carried it all the way to 7,500 RPM. Ended up making 570 horsepower and like 540 torque. And I swear to you, it was one of the most fun STIs I've ever driven on the street. Richard behind the camera actually went for a drive in it too. It was an absolute riot. And if you're looking for even more horsepower than that, we can also tailor your setup to that. We did a setup for a friend named Cameron, who ended up making around 850, if I remember right. That car had our racer block, racer heads, and a Precision 6870 Next Gen, and that thing's an animal too. Like I said, it made like 850 horsepower. So although we do offer a 400 horsepower package and a 600 horsepower package, we can kind of tailor it to whatever you want. So if there is something that you see in the 600 package and you're like, yeah, I want a little bit less than that, or I want a little bit more than that, we can do it. We can kind of configure it however you want. Another car I'll mention is Matt's car. We actually just did a video on it, so if you go to our video before these ones. 04 STI Gold RPF ones, that one got a Precision 6466 Next Gen after having a 6266, and his car made 730 horsepower. So his car started out as a basic 600 package, and he said, you know what, I want more than that. So that car also got a long ratio transmission kit. So if you have a 04 to 06 STI and you're finding that you're just constantly shifting gears, reach out to us for a long ratio kit because it will change everything about how the car drives. All that being said, we're going to take this car out for a drive, show you how it drives, and you know, get some experience in it. Achoo! It has a top mount with a tile, and it's vented atmosphere, and it sounds so crazy. I typically don't put the tile cues on top mounts because they kind of don't fit properly, but we managed to get this one to fit, and it sounds pretty cool. not too loud. This thing is going to be a lot of fun for whoever buys it. It's got a lot of really fun parts on it. So this car is actually for sale through the shop. We're going to be selling it. We just did a full health check on it and everything. We actually did put this car together, but it was for a customer, and we let the customer know that we'd be willing to buy it if he ever wanted to get rid of it. And so he sold it to us, and we're going to sell it to one of you guys. But these VAs, the 2015 and up cars, they're so fun because you get the comfort and the convenience of like a really nice newer car. You know, some of these come with heated seats and leather and sunroofs and all that stuff. And then you get the sportiness of, you know, 500 horsepower. So it's a lot of fun. Driving one of these VAs and compared to like an older chassis like a GD, GDs are a lot more raw. You know, they're obviously lighter. You're going to get a little bit better acceleration for your horsepower with those. But if you're talking, you're going to be driving this thing on the highway a lot, you're going to be doing road trips, maybe it's your only car, the VA is definitely a better choice for that. It's obviously going to be a little bit more expensive. Much better car for daily driving around. You know, seats are a lot more comfortable. There's a lot more headroom. It's just a little bit better of a car for daily driving. I feel like a menace to society in this thing.
Yeah, you and I, both longing for expression for the things we like, but we stay quiet. Hold me now, tell me things, tell me all about how you feel. Just let yourself go. Say it loud, wake the world on the other side, make it real. Just let yourself go, just let go.
Hopefully you enjoyed those glamour shots from Richie. We're gonna close out this video now. If you have any interest in either buying this car from us or building a car similar to this one, or however you want it to be, get a hold of us, sales@offthelineperformance.com, or you can call at 515-513-6399. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.